We're going to say that Kelly is planning a wedding, and the wedding budget is going to be $2,000. So she's required to put 25% deposit down to reserve the spot. So to do that, we're going to click on New Order, and we're going to scroll down to the cart item, and we're going to type in deposit. And then for the price, we're just going to put $500 under the each category there. And we'll click Add Item. And then calculate shipping and tax, which it should not tax. And there, yep, it's 0. And then you can scroll down and click the Create Order button. So what we're doing is we're selling a credit to this person of $500, kind of like a gift certificate, like a prepaid amount that's only good to be used at your location. So it's like selling a $500 gift certificate.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to have them pay for that $500 that they just ordered. So we'll click the green button for Pay Order. And they can pay that with a credit card, check, or cash. For this example, we're going to say cash. So they're going to hand you the $500 in cash. You're going to put in how much they gave you, which is $500, and you're going to click Submit. And that's it. They have now put their $500 deposit down. So we can go and close that payment box. And then we can go over to Order on the left-hand, or Options on the left-hand side, and we'll go to Print Invoice. And I'd like you to go ahead and actually print this.
Okay.
And this is something you can hand to the client so they have proof that they paid the $500 deposit. It's all right here on the invoice. Or you could even change the name of the product. Instead of calling it deposit, you call it non-refundable deposit. Do you want to do that?
Yes.
The same day they come in, they pay their deposit, they're also going to start telling you the different things that they want in the wedding. So let's go ahead and create an estimate, not an invoice, but we'll click New Order.
Okay.
And we'll start building out their quote.
Okay.
So go ahead and put something in there that's semi-realistic.
Okay, so I've got a couple things on there.
Okay, great. So this bride has specified what they want in the wedding. So we'll scroll down and we'll do the normal show estimate button there.
Okay.
And then we can go ahead and print this estimate.
Okay.
Same as the, so go ahead and print this one too. And you can see in the top right, it says estimate. Okay, so now it's a week later and the client calls you up. The bride calls you up and says, you know what, we've been thinking about it. We want to change a bunch of things around. So we'll go back to their account. And when they call in, that's when I would recommend definitely putting some notes about the phone call so that you have record who took the call, what the bride said over the phone and so forth. So now the bride's calling back and they want to make changes. So we'll scroll down in the timeline and we'll find that estimate that we made for them. And we'll click on Estimate. And we can scroll down and we can see all the different items. So we can change things around here. So let's add something and
Can I get the first name?
If we need to change the amount of like dance floor pieces or something, do we have to delete that and then just put it in new, or can we edit it where it is?
we're working on the edit piece for one of the upcoming versions. So for now, what I like to do is retype what I've got up above. So we'll type in dance floor.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That way I can just kind of reference what's above, and we'll change that to a 5 quantity.
Okay.
And then we'll add the item, and then it's really easy to just delete the one above.
Okay.
No, it will come on the screen.
All right, so we'll scroll to the bottom and we'll click on the view estimate button.
If we do the tax and stuff on this, will it show the tax up without screwing anything up or not on the estimate?
I don't think it shows tax and estimate. Well, let's give it a shot.
Perfect. You want to make a date?
Go ahead and show the estimate.
Nice.
And then, do you want?
Hey, you taught me something. It actually does put the taxes. That's cool. Okay,
is
so let's
cool.
print this estimate as well. And so when this prints out, I'd like you to handwrite on it, bride made changes or something like that. So you
Okay.
know the difference between the two estimates. And you should probably handwrite on the first one. This is the first estimate, and then this is the changed estimate.
All right. So I printed that out, changed the estimate on it.
Great. So in our story, the bride has now made extra changes.
Yep.
So now we're going to say that it's the day before the event, and you've locked out any more changes. The bride can't change anything.
Yep.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to lock the estimate into an invoice that no longer can be changed.
Okay.
So we'll go back to her account. So we'll click on the estimate. And so it's the day before the event. No more changes are allowed. So we're going to scroll to the bottom, and we're going to have to click the taxes and shipping, calculate
Okay.
ship and tax.
I'm going to add a
And
delivery fee on here just because.
Good.
Okay. Now calculate shipping and tax. If it's on there already,
Yep.
do I do it again?
Yeah, it won't duplicate it, but it's recalculating just in case something changed.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll scroll down and we'll click the green button that says create invoice or create order. And now we have our final invoice. But now what we want to do is we want to apply the deposit they've already paid to the invoice. So we're going to click on pay order. So right now they owe $22.56.
Yep.
And we're going to click the button that says account credit right in the center at the top. What that does is it pulls the amount they've already paid into this invoice.
Okay.
And so right there it says how many credits do you want to apply to this purchase.
Okay.
So you can put in the full amount that it's writing up above there. Okay, so now you can see there it says the invoice total right next to your mouse is $22.56. The
Yep.
total paid was $500, so the amount owed is $17.56. And it's basically asking you right now, how do you want to pay that $17.56? So up at the top, you can pay with cash, check, credit card, so on and so forth. And you
Okay.
can also take partial payments
Okay.
if they want to pay half with cash or half with credit card or whatever.
Okay.
So if you want to simulate that, we'll click on the check button. And you can put in the full amount there. Or if you want to simulate, I mean, is it normal that they pay it all with one form of payment?
Normally, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can go ahead and put the full 1756. Yeah, you already did. And then go ahead and hit submit. And now it'll tell you that the order's paid in full. So we can go ahead and close that payment box. And it's going to reload the other screen behind there. And right where your mouse is where it says payment information, it's going to show all the different forms of payment that came in to total up to pay this entire invoice in full. So now we can go over to options on the left-hand side and print the invoice. And here you can see that the total was paid. And you can go ahead and print this invoice out.
That is beautiful.